Live.
I think we. Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone.
Good
How are you?
afternoon.
How's life going?
That's right. So, welcome again to another live session of Leejay and Melissa.
Yep.
My name is Leejay.
And I'm Melissa.
And for those of you who are tuning in live, show us some love, right?
Yes, give us some
Give some
comments. Where are you
comments.
watching from?
Right.
And today is Sunday, and it's 5:52 p.m. here.
You know what I realized? We actually didn't have this live session yesterday
Yes.
because we took a little bit of break, right? Just one day.
Yeah.
Because we're super busy. But now I think we got caught up with things.
Yeah.
So today's live session, if you guys don't know who we are, we actually help, families, individuals
Yes.
start their online business, and hope we provide all the training, all
the tools, the systems, and the coaching to get you started in the online world.
That's
Yeah.
right. So one of the things that we do is that we do this live sessions, and this year we're doing a 90-day challenge, right? That
Yes.
started 19 days ago. Imagine
Yes.
we're in day 19.
Yeah, and we're doing it along with our team, the Unstoppable Champions.
Shout out to all
Yes.
of you. We love
Yeah.
all of you. Today's day 19, and we're almost done for this week.
Yes.
Tomorrow we'll have one more day, and we're probably gonna do our wrap up tomorrow as well, right?
Yeah.
But it is it's an awesome opportunity to have this live session because we wanted to. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't save that.
Is it dated?
There you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. We wanted to thank all of those comments and love that you guys had, that you guys showed to us on our previous live.
Yes.
And we're really, really happy. And
yes.
We're grateful.
And give us some feedback. Let us know what topics that you like us to talk about. Any questions that you have, anything personal or business, I will be happy to answer it.
Absolutely. We have some new followers as well, right? So welcome to our page and through our business community. Some of you just inquired, right? Like wanted to know more about it.
Yes.
And hopefully this live sessions gives value, or an idea of what we do, as a community or as business owners.
Yep. Hopefully it inspires you.
Right. Doesn't she look beautiful? She's blooming. She's blooming today.
Yeah. It's the bright light here from the sunlight from the window. It's really
we had a huge window in this office.
Yeah.
So
this is all natural light, guys.
There's no spotlight.
No spotlight or anything like that.
We're so happy that we're on day 19. We're talking about overcoming self-doubt.
Yes.
Because a lot of you, especially the professional ones, right, have this self-doubt that I don't know too much about businesses. I've never done businesses before. I have no experience in running a business, or like I'm not tech savvy, or I don't, I'm not good in computers. These are all self-doubt, right, of not pursuing something that you think is good for you.
Yes.
And sometimes overcoming self-doubt is just about giving it a try, right? So what about you? How do you actually overcome self-doubt? Like what's that process looks like to you?
It's a small technique that I do because I have my own self-doubts too. When I started becoming a mom, when I didn't know how to raise a kid, these things, like you try to question yourself, like, am I able to be a good mom? Like, can I do it? Can I be like my mom?
I know, right?
And also in business, when you see other people who are doing really well in business, who are speaking really well, it makes you think like, oh, they're so successful because they speak so well. But Me, I don't speak well. I'm shy.
But look at you now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So have some sort of self-doubt, right?
mhm.
Like, I think it's pretty common.
Right.
Like, how about you?
Do you know what it reminds me of, this self doubt thing? There's this book called "Girl Wash Your Face"
Yes,
by
yeah.
what's her name?
Rachel,
Rachel Hollis, or
Rachel Hollis.
yeah, Rachel
Yeah,
Hollis.
yeah.
And in that book, it is clear that she mentioned to overcome self doubt, it's kind of like fake it till you make it type of thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
In a
And
way,
yeah,
you would like to embody, right?
yes.
A person
Person that you want to be.
that you want to be,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this comes down to the habits that we have. And the thing is, I was reading. I'm currently reading Atomic Habits for, like, I don't know, the fourth or fifth time already. But in the book, it says that in order for you to overcome a particular habit, right,
Yeah.
you would embody that, right? So if you say I'm going to quit smoking, you would say I'm not a smoker, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Or if you say, I want to go, I want to train all the time, I want to go to the gym all the time,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
would say I'm athletic,
Yes.
right? Because that's what athletic
Yeah.
people do,
Or if you want to eat healthy, you
right?
say I eat healthy.
Right? No.
Did I get that right?
If you want to eat healthy, you would say I am healthy,
Ah, yes.
right? I am
Yes.
healthy.
Yes.
So the embodiment of whatever that the personality is for the
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
So calming self doubt is basically that, if you'd like to start, like to be self, I'm an entrepreneur,
Yes.
I'm a business owner, right?
Yes.
Um, you know,
Affirmations,
yeah,
right?
part of my
Affirmations.
morning routine, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, is affirmation, right?
Mhm.
Um, I'm powerful, I'm healthy, I am wealthy,
Yes.
I am an
Yes.
entrepreneur, right? I
Yeah.
am a digital marketer, right? Digital business. So these are the things that you would start doing, and it gets easier over time, to overcome. Because it's normal to have this doubts, right?
Mm.
I mean, especially if you haven't seen results, or if you haven't, if you haven't experienced of results in any kind of business, or in any kind of project you've
Something
done,
that you're doing.
or
Yeah.
challenge, right?
Yeah.
So, and business as well, right? So there's just a ton of
Yeah.
self doubt that's
Oh
gonna
yeah. Yeah.
come.
And you know.
Excuse me. And when the self doubt comes, it's an interesting phenomenon where you would think that you'd inspire, or you're inspired of what other people say or what their stories are,
Mm-hmm.
and then next thing you know, you find yourself really excited of starting it, right? Of giving it a try,
Yeah.
of attending the webinar,
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
three, and then for some reason there's this energy, there's somebody talking behind you that, oh, you got to be kidding me, don't that, like, that's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. You
Look at
can't
those
do
people,
it.
they're already doing it for the last 4 years, there's no chance that you're going to be successful on it. A lot of
Yeah.
these are internal,
Yeah.
internal
Self-doubt.
battles, right? Internal conversation.
Mhm.
And I find that over the years of battling with this kind of um, internal conversation with myself, I find it, one of the techniques that I do is I look at myself in a third person point of view,
Yeah.
and really look at the image or the situation in a broader sense,
Yeah.
right? Um, and it's like detaching yourself from that particular moment.
Mhm.
What would it look like, right, from the third person,
Yeah.
you looking at yourself, right? Going through this battle, going through this conversation with
Yeah.
yourself, right? And self-doubt is real, guys, and it happens.
Oh yeah.
you know
And self doubt could actually affect your life negatively. right? Like
It does, yeah.
it could affect your decisions. It could affect your lifestyle, right? And how you raise your kids. Like it's just a big deal.
Right. Not only in business, but in personal, like Mel is saying,
Yeah.
right? I mean, especially if you're a new parent. I was a new
Yeah.
parent once, and
Yeah.
I would think that I'm not going to be a good parent because all my life I was never been a parent. you know, I've
Yeah.
never been a parent,
Yes.
and it's interesting to know that there's no really right time, or there's
Yeah.
no, like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
um, if you're waiting for that right time, if you're waiting when you're ready, there's no such a thing as readiness, right? The level of readiness. When God
Yeah. You
is
just gotta have to do it.
He's gonna give it to you, right?
Yeah.
And the only person that determines that you're ready is who?
It's
God, right? So when it's here, when
when it
the
comes.
opportunity is
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah. When the opportunity is right in front of you,
Mhm.
then maybe that means that God is telling you, here you are ready.
Yeah, might
Yeah.
be telling you that, right? Or you're listening. You probably saw a lot of ads already about online business, about starting your online business, a system that's changed people's lives, all these things. They're all over the internet. There's so many of them, right?
Yes.
And yet there's this moment where you say, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try, right?
Yes.
And when you finally decided, here comes
The voice inside
the
of
voice
you
inside of you.
saying, "No, wait.
Yeah, wait,
wait. Let's
don't
think
do it.
about
Yeah,
this."
let's think about it. Or
Yeah.
it will give you
Yeah.
so many excuses, right? It will try to compare yourself
To
to
others.
others,
Yeah.
and those are the dream killers, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
self-doubt is truly a dream killer.
Dream killer.
When
Yeah.
when you are ready, you want to take action, and the self-doubt comes in.
Like kicks in. Yeah.
Think of it as it's really killing your dreams, right?
Yes. And that's why, surrounding yourself with people who maybe have the same dreams as yours and they're killing it, like it really helps a lot when you are surrounded with those kind of people. You just get drawn with that energy and their experiences, and it makes you feel like it could actually happen for yourself, like it's possible. Right? So for us too, like we surround ourselves with people in the business who are racking up like 6 figures, 7 figures,
Yeah.
8 figures, like people who are really successful. Like those are the people that
we want to associate with. Yeah.
wanna.
We're so fortunate that we know a lot of people that's in that category. And at my office, for example, like I just literally walk into one, right?
Yeah.
That are very successful, that already made it, right?
Yes.
And and one thing that I notice is the energy that they project, right? They project the energy of success, of something in control, something confidence, right? Um,
Yeah.
Self-doubt, that's not, I don't think that's in their
Like
vocabulary.
you don't see it.
You don't see it at all. Like this all this self-doubt thing, these are all internal, right, conversation.
Yes.
And when you're in that level, when you associate with people that are capable, that are successful, that already made it, right? You feed from their energy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And when you feed from their energy, self-doubt is pretty much
slowly, you know.
vanishes,
Yeah.
right? So uh, I think that's the best way to describe it, because when they say, you know what, let's do it, right? Let's do a challenge.
Yes.
let's let's create a YouTube challenge, or a Facebook Live challenge.
Yeah.
And these people that actually initiates it, right? Sure, they will have self doubt. Maybe internally, maybe it touches their mind for a little bit, but it doesn't linger there forever, right? It doesn't linger there. That it allows them to stop what good ideas they have, right?
Yes.
So, the in a nutshell, I guess overcoming self doubt is a process,
Yeah.
and that the sooner you can get through the process, the better
The-
you'll be.
yeah.
Right, for you.
Yeah.
It can vary. Fast in this business, right? People are running like 1,000 miles an hour. Some people are, running slow, right?
Yeah,
And
and
that's
that's
perfectly
okay.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are already professionals. Some of them are engineers. Some of them are, um, successful business owners. And you know what? They do well for themselves already, and
Yes.
yet
Yeah.
they go through this process of learning new skills, and they show up, right? um, they they do the things that what the training session or the training module told them to do, right? And you'll see them enjoying the business even more,
Yes.
right? Like, they come from an energy of abundance, come from an energy of wealth instead of an energy of scarcity, an energy
Yes.
of desperation, right?
Yeah.
There's when you come into this business, there's two kinds really on how you look at it, on how you come in. You come in because you're desperate, or you come in because you're inspired,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And we'd rather have business partners that are coming in because they're inspired,
Inspired.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because people smell desperation when you're desperate, for money, for you know
For results.
for results,
Yeah.
things like this. It will really cloud your judgment.
Yes.
Some of
Yeah.
these people that comes in because of desperation, they're the one that doesn't do the training properly. They're the one that
They skip
yeah,
some steps.
they skip the steps, right?
Yeah.
And they're the one that just quits, right, in 3 6 months, right? But people that go through that, and
Yes.
they come in because they are inspired. They come in because they're looking at it in a long term
Yes.
perspective. You might not have enough time to actually build this, but you do, right? I mean, Mel and I has been with this, right?
Yeah.
And to think about it, we went really slow building this process,
Yeah, in
building
the
this
beginning,
business.
like really learning it.
Mhm.
Because we had to unlearn all the things that we know about social media, about online platforms.
Mhm.
We have to unlearn everything and actually dive deep into the training and follow the training step by step.
Mhm. So it's very difficult also because that comes with a ton of discipline
Yes.
and a ton of focus,
Yes.
especially that we are also surrounded with a ton of different businesses,
Yes.
right? Um, and for us to get derailed, it's very easy, right?
Yeah.
Especially if we're both making good money at other businesses, at our jobs, for example.
Yes.
And it's very difficult because you would be like, you know what, I'd rather do this than this, right, than the online business, because this one is giving me more results than this one.
Yeah.
But to think about it, we're not here because we want to
want-
make money and just, right?
Yeah.
We're
We're here for
because
long term.
for long term,
Yeah.
right?
We're here because of our team. Yeah, we want to really build the team
Mhm.
and support them and get them to be successful in the business.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's not about that anymore, right? It's not about that making a killing and then
Yeah.
leave the business, right?
Yeah, like
It's more of like we really wanted to
yeah.
have an impact to our community, our team, our families. We want to
Yes.
create some sort of a legacy, right, for
Yeah.
our kids, because there is a way in the business where earnings can be projected, transferred, right,
into your dependence.
into
Yeah.
your kids, right? So something that we're
Yeah.
building for them
Yeah.
as well,
So
right?
this is a legacy building
Platform.
platform.
Yeah. So if you
And we've studied it.
Mhm.
Like we've studied the legitimacy of the business.
Mhm.
And it's I've, I've never seen a business run for more than 40 years.
49 years, right? Imagine.
And having all this success all over the world,
Mhm.
like having lands, systems globally. I think it's just amazing.
Right. So, there's so much more we want to talk about in terms of overcoming self doubt.
Yes.
Hang on
Yeah.
just a second. But I think
And
what's going on?
did we get it? Oh, okay, we're still here. We're getting some calls.
We're getting
Two
some calls.
calls
We
at the same time. From one in the laptop, one in the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Like, you know, having this business
Just
as a couple, I think, we have grown over that 4 years. If I could remember how we are 4 years ago, we were completely doing separate things. Like, I was doing something else online, and Leejay was doing something else on his own.
Hi, Alicia here.
And when
Hello.
we got together and worked together in the business such as this, it really um, made us grow as a couple, not only
Okay,
personally,
call
but
you right
also
back? Can you
in
text me
business.
Okay, and then I'll call you back. I'm just in a meeting right now. Okay? Thank you. There you go.
And yeah, are you done?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so self-doubt. What else can we
Yeah, sorry guys. There's like multiple calls all at
Yeah,
once,
3
but
calls all at once.
the the purpose of this live really is just to give you value, right? And we hope that we
Yes.
we
To
you know
inspire you.
we deliver
yeah.
what we would like to deliver, right?
Yes.
If you are looking for some sort of mentorship into coming into a business, especially for online,
Yes.
that this is the perfect
Yeah.
platform, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll be happy to be your mentor, and we'll be happy to teach you everything that we know. All the mistakes that we've done, we'll be happy to let you
To
know
share
about
that,
it,
yeah.
so that you wouldn't have to do it anymore.
There's this. I think there was part of this live. There's a session where I talk about the value of all the online courses that's embedded within this business, and they are priceless, right? Because they are really based out of people's experiences. Like, you can literally know, you would know that the experiences are real because people are real. And
Yes.
how would you know if they're real? They actually meet offline. We get to meet them.
Yes.
Like, these are real
Yeah.
people, right? They're not they're not what you call this, imposters, or
Yeah.
one of those scams that they steal your profile.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, these are actually real people with real stories to share. And we have been in one of the offline meetings, events, and we got to hear their stories.
That's right, in person.
And you could really feel it. Like, I remember when we were in one of those events, I was like crying my hearts out because their stories are awesome. Like, it really makes you think of life differently, because when you hear other people's stories, it makes you think bigger. Like, your world become bigger. It's not just your own world, that you're thinking about the other world, the other people's world. And it makes you um, you know really think of life in a different perspective.
The other day we were talking about if we can only tell people that there's a solution, right?
Yeah.
Because when you meet people and you would think that they're in bad shape, right? You would say you would want to say that there's a solution, but yet it's very difficult to say that.
Yes.
Because I don't want to sound like I'm selling to somebody.
Yes.
Sales is in my profession as well, right? I've done corporate sales for many years.
Yes.
And to come in and go to general public in this kind of setting, it's a bit weird for me, right? Because I really didn't want to do any of that. I don't want to sell it to you, right? I want to
Yes.
make sure that people that's coming in, um,
Are
and I always
inspired.
I inspired. And here's the thing: is when people think about selling, they think about you need to convince somebody, right? You
Yes.
need to convince somebody to join. You need to convince somebody to do the things,
Yeah.
right? Um, but in reality, it is not your responsibility to convince them. It's not.
Yes.
It's the other way around. They need to convince themselves for them to come and
Yes.
join,
You have
right?
your
All you
only
got to
job
do
is to give information,
exactly to give
right?
information, to show people, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's exactly what we want to do, right? So people, some of you guys that just joined us recently, you inquired, you submitted your email,
Yeah.
your name,
Yes.
and you might be doing a lot of research right now. You might come across this particular video that
Yes.
we're talking about these things, right? I want you to know that um, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. All we have is an opportunity, and that the information, the solution is here, right?
Yes.
It's up to people if they're. But what we can promise though, when you come in and join us, what we can promise is full support, right?
Yes.
110%, right? Support.
Yeah.
Um, we will give you time. We will,
Yes.
we might be very busy, right? But we will
Yes.
always make time for you, right? If that means that we need to stay up late, right, at night, early
Yeah.
in the morning, it doesn't matter. We adjust your schedule, right? We will give you all the tricks, the systems, the
Yes.
tools, the training,
Yes.
everything you possibly could think of
Yes.
in
The
order for you to
key,
be
yeah,
successful.
the key here is we really want you to be successful in
Mm-hmm.
the business. We want you to go and get something out from the business
Mm-hmm.
and really get that positive um, growth, financial, maybe, or personal development growth. Yet all some, just to get something out of the business.
That's right. And to think about it, there's a ton of different businesses out there, right? This might not be the right one for you, right?
Yes.
But at least we get to tell you that,
Yes.
right away,
Yeah.
right? We've had friends that actually inquired and they bought in and they refunded because it's not for
Yes.
them, and that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
And it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for everybody.
Mhm.
We know that the business is not for everyone,
Mhm.
and we respect people's decisions.
Mhm.
It because it's their life, and when you go join in a business like this. We're gonna be the people you're gonna be working with,
Mhm.
and we really wanna make sure that we connect
Mhm.
and how we do our work. So,
That's right. There's
because
there's this one business owner in our community that says that before you even join us, right, go and watch all my videos first, right? Because
yeah,
if you have a question, chances are it's probably there, right? And that's what the approach is, right? For us is that if you have questions, if you want to research, right, go through all the
yes,
live
yeah,
videos that
we
we've
would
done,
love
right?
for you to do some
Yeah.
research. Yeah.
Hmm. So I think we're running out of time here. 28 minutes.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
just, for any last thoughts you have
Yeah.
around the topic,
That's everything.
right? Some of it, self-doubt. It is real, and it
Yes.
happens more than you think, right?
Yes.
More often than you think. And I think that to overcome it, right? All you I can't really say a particular thing that you need to do in order to overcome it.
Yes.
But based from my experience, to overcome self-doubt is to take action,
Yes.
right?
Take
To
action.
take action, experience it
Yeah.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
Find out
Keep
for
learning.
yourself, keep learning, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And to overcome
And
self-doubt also is to surround yourself with people,
yeah.
right? That already overcome self-doubt,
Yeah.
right? People that are successful, people that are in the 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, possibly
Yes.
9 figures, right?
Yes.
And these are the ways you can overcome self-doubt. But at the end of the day, even though we tell you this, right, you have the solution to it, you have the answer to it, it's still up to you if you're going to do it, right? So do it, do it, do it, do
Yes.
it, do it. Right?
Yeah.
Reach out to us if you're considering this.
Yeah.
Check out leejaymelissa.com, to register for that webinar. and hope to see you guys again tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye. Thank
Bye,
you so
everybody.
much.